Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to Impactful Conversations with Malethabo Skosana. This is my first episode of the podcast that I told you about in my previous video. Welcome everybody to my podcast. Welcome to Impactful Conversations. That's the name of the podcast, and I am Malethabo. If you are tuning in for the first time, welcome, and please subscribe and leave me with a comment and a like. I would really appreciate it. And if you're returning, Swabi, thank you so much for returning back. I really appreciate you guys, your support. Oh my God, like we are here today. Guys, I had to start with a bang. Like today, let me tell you, you're not ready. You're not ready. My guest, he is a writer. He is a poet. He is a pastor. A guy who took a calling at a very young age. Unlike someone that I'm looking at right now who's running away from his calling. I commend you for that because many people, they really run away from the call of God.
Yeah, thank you.
I commend you for that. Oh my God. He's a father. He's a soccer coach.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys. He's a depression survivor. And to top it all off, he's a radio presenter, a radio personality.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. What don't you do, sir? Tell me, what don't you do? Because you do everything.
I don't do nothing.
Right?
I do everything.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so true. Guys, welcome. Today I have Pastor Daniel Mohlala with me. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Malethabo, and thank you for having me on this impactful conversations. Yeah, the first episode. Actually, it's an honor. It's an honor to be here, actually.
Oh my God, thank you so much for honoring the invite.
Yeah.
Oh my God, because I thought about the first episode, I was like, it has to be impactful. And one name just dropped in my mind. It was you.
Oh, okay.
Guys, oh my God, because, let me just tell them how I knew you. I knew you through socials. I don't know how you knew me, but I knew you through Facebook.
Okay.
And then after Facebook, we met in 2021 at church in Tafel.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember? That was the first day I saw you.
Okay.
That was the first time I saw you.
But it was not my first. I saw you while I was still a boy. I grew up around here. Actually, I was a dancer, while I was still a boy. And somewhere nearby your house, there were a dancing crew. There was a dancing crew there. And that's where I used
And I was also dancing.
Yes.
Wait. Come on. Wait, so no name dropping, okay.
Yeah.
You'll tell me after the episode.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, around here.
Around here.
Really?
Yes.
You were also dancing?
Yeah, I was dancing.
I was also dancing.
No, I just saw
I was a bad dancer, but I like dancing. I was forcing. They couldn't chase me out of the group.
Okay.
Because they would feel bad. But then I would be just there as a shadow looking at the likes of those stars who use so and so who
the
can
likes of us.
Yes, the likes of you who can break it down.
Yeah.
But me, I was just there in the shadows. But then but I was always there because I love dance.
Yeah.
Really? So
Yes.
that's how you knew me.
Yeah, that's how I knew you, and I also met you at church around Spagu. But we did not have any conversation. I just saw you there. Okay, I know this lady, from my young age, and yeah, that was it.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice. Because me and you on Facebook, when I say a friend request, I was like, okay, let me just accept. And then after that, I saw you at church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Thank you for honoring the invite. Welcome.
Yeah. I feel at home. Actually.
You feel at home?
Yes.
Next.
Yeah.
Let me just start by asking you this question. How are you?
I'm good, and yeah, I'm good actually. I don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
I'm well.
Yeah.
I'm well.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. As you can see, I'm excited to have you here. Oh my God. So can I ask you, how was it growing up in a village, in Limpopo, a small village? How was it? Can you please take me through your background?
For me, growing up, it was a bit difficult. Actually, my parents divorced while I was still young. They separated actually while I was still young.
How old were you?
I don't remember well, but I was doing grade 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in grade 3 when they divorced. And growing up, going back to your grandmother's house, and when you get there, you used to live a certain life. Now you have to adapt to a new life.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the difficult thing about growing up for me. And when I got there, they started rejecting me. Yeah, maybe because of my looks while I was still a boy. I used to have a big head, you know.
Oh my God.
Every time they would say to me, you know what?
Oh, I can relate. Big heads gang. I can relate.
Yeah, it was difficult actually.
Really?
Yeah, everywhere where I went, they used to reject. Actually, I was also a reject. You know, in the family, I was like the black sheep of the family, and to my friends, I was this guy who does not have anything, and you know, he's always the last one. So it was very, very difficult growing up for me.
So, did your mom move with you guys? How was the setting? Okay, you guys, your mom was married, right?
Yeah.
So it was a family setting.
Yeah, it was a family setting.
And then after that, when they separated, you guys had to go back to your grandmother's house.
Yeah, we had to go to our grandmother's house because we never grew. When I heard to move,
Yeah.
we're not quite really in a family setting.
Okay.
Yeah, but then as we grow up now, we had to adapt to a new setting. You know,
So-
to our grandmother's house.
So ke nyaka go pisha gore o tlogile le mama gago and then la sepela la ya ga go and then fashala mangareng the house that was there.
No, my father
Your father remained in the house
remained in the house
alone.
alone. Yes.
And then you guys left him.
Yeah, we left him, and while I was doing grade 4, somewhere around the year,
Okay.
I moved in with him.
Oh, I was about to go there. That how was your relationship after that with your father?
You know, as
Because
a
it
boy,
becomes tricky after divorce.
yeah, as a boy, you know, you will always be your father's baby.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, so my relationship with my father was always great, and even
That's
now it's still great.
nice.
Actually, you know,
That's so
we are like
nice.
besties.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so nice. So you moved in with your mother,
My father.
your mother to your grandmother's house.
Then I moved back with my father.
So that right now the family dynamics. How did your mom feel when you were getting that treatment? Because right now, like I see, okay, it was you against these people who are belittling you, who are body shaming you. Where was your mother in the equation?
She was trying to get a job. She
Okay.
was working. At that time, she was having, you know, temporary jobs. So she was, most of the time, she was away from home. You know, so she couldn't see how I was treated. Because when she got a stand of her own, I moved in with her. It was only the two of us. After from moving back from my father's house, I moved back again with my mother.
Oh, that's so nice. But then, like, that's so nice because you didn't endure the torture for too long because it was only for a period of a year, right?
Yeah.
So how did that impact, like, shape you as a person? Because what happens, because I know this from a personal experience, like, it makes you to have your guards up. Like, you are always in that protective mode. And because right now, if you are, maybe we have different personalities, but me, I have a strong personality because of the bullying that I experienced before. So how did the bullying affect you? Especially,
it actually made me a people pleaser.
Ooh.
You know, I became a people pleaser. I wanted to please everyone that I met because they used to reject me. So I wanted to fit in by pleasing them. You know, that's how it affected me.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I'm still a people pleaser right now. Oh,
No.
It went down.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm so happy for you. And then after that, what happened?
After
you
that,
moved back to the house, and
I
then
moved back to the house, and my father was working, so he couldn't take good care of me.
Okay.
So I started not going to school very well.
Oh.
You know, so my mother called me back home saying, you have to go to school.
Okay.
And I had to go to school. So I moved in with my mom now. And then,
Ke mo
that was it.
o goletseng e ntse le mama gago, and then after o kgolpetse o wela wena, then ke re
Gore, after I give it to Papa,
yes,
he couldn't take care of me because he financially was taking a good care of me.
Okay.
And he was always at work.
Okay.
And I had to go to school.
Oh.
So as a kid, you start banking school because no one oversees you.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Oh, okay. Then you had to go back to your mother.
Yeah.
And how was life after that?
Life was good.
Okay.
Great. Great.
And then
I was a mama's boy from there.
Oh, that's so nice. Yes, mamas, like we are mama's people. Like we have, it seems like we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
I'm also a mama's baby.
I'm no longer a mama's boy. Actually.
Oh, okay. I'm still a mama's baby. I'm still a mama's baby. And then after that, throughout your school career, now we are at school now. How was your performance? Because what happens is that divorce really affects children.
Yeah, it does.
Like it does. Like how was it like when performance at school?
Fortunately, it did not affect me that much. I was always excelling.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was always excelling. I don't know. I'm good at criminal actually.
Oh!
Yeah. So I used to cram a lot, and that helped me a lot.
Really?
So my school journey, my high school, I was, always that student. I could say average, but not average.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
Oh my god.
A good one.
And then after that you're at school, and then now I want to go into this calling.
Yeah.
Because you took it at a very young age.
Yeah. I took my calling when I was 20. I was 20. Yeah, I was 20.
Okay, that means that was after matric.
Yeah, it was after matric.
So can you please take me through how were you in high school?
In high school, I was a good kid actually.
Oh.
I was a good kid. Since I was still a people's pleaser. I was always having that good relationship with the teachers. I pleased them with my schoolwork. I pleased them with my uniform. I pleased them anyhow. So it was just great actually, because I met great friends.
Okay.
Yes.
And then how was your? Okay, now you're in high school, right?
Yeah.
Now you experience now.
Yeah.
There are people who are dating,
Yeah.
and you are a boy. So how was your dating life? How did you navigate that now? Because we are at school now. Many people start dating in high school.
Unfortunately for me, I didn't.
At all?
I was seeing this girl.
In high school? High school you didn't date?
Yeah, I didn't date. Actually, it was not really a relationship. That talking stage.
Oh my god! It's possible. Guys, my niece is behind the camera. So I'm trying to tell her right now that it's possible, Tando. You see, there are people, there's nothing wrong if you don't date in high school. You are very normal. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I started dating actually when I left for college.
Okay.
That's when I started dating.
That's it.
At high school, I was having that talking stage that took so long.
Yeah.
That talking stage
that makes you feel,
that makes you feel good.
Good and stuff. But it was just talking. Oh yeah. So you didn't have the guts to tell the girl that, Hela, I want you.
I was afraid of being rejected because rejection was part of my life at the time. So I didn't want someone to reject me.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Ooh, you're touching on something that's so deep right now, because rejection does affect.
Yeah, it does affect.
Yeah, that's true. Especially from child. Ooh, yeah. And right now, after that, after that, right now we are going to your. Now yes, you're starting college.
Yeah, I'm studying college.
Now you're starting college.
And I'm dating now.
Now you're dating.
Yeah.
Who was the first? Okay, not who, but you met your first girlfriend at college.
No, I didn't meet her at college. It was that talking stage. Now it matured.
Oh, finally!
Finally, I got the guts to say, girl, my girl, Carla. Finally!
One girl. After that, you're like, I want you.
You know what made me get the guts?
Yeah.
I was leaving for college. And she was still in high school. Yeah.
So you had that kind of. Okay, because now, even if she says no, I'm gone. I'm leaving. Gavai, just
yeah.
Okay, so now the talking stage ends, and then now we are dating.
Now we are dating.
How was the dating life?
My dating life was actually that dating that we can call courtship. We didn't do a lot of things actually. We dated for
so
almost,
nice. Set apart for the kingdom of God. Courtship,
something
man.
like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's
we
nice.
Dated, and for about a year and 6 months without touching each other,
without kissing, without doing anything.
Yeah.
For 6 months.
And I was at college, by the way. I had friends that did everything.
Yeah.
But I was living for God. Let me put it that way.
Wow, so your relationship was stronger when you were in college.
Yeah, it got stronger. I met people that loved God and lived for God, so they encouraged me to love God even more.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so nice, because I can relate, because even with me, my journey, my relationship with God, it got stronger when I got to university. So that's so nice.
Yeah.
And then after that, you were dating this lady, and how was the relationship?
The relationship was healthy, good.
Healthy?
Yeah, healthy.
It was healthy?
It was healthy.
Okay.
I can't lie.
Yeah. And then it was nice.
It was nice, healthy and nice, fun, romantic. Even though we did not kiss, we did not do.
But you're saying for 6 months. Then
for
after
1 year, 1 year, 6 months.
1 year, 6 months, without kissing, without doing anything.
Yeah.
And then after that, what happened?
No.
No, I want to know that. Did you guys get married?
No,
or
we did not get married. I got bad influence. I can put it that way. Or I can say I got tired.
You got tired?
Yeah.
And then after that, what happened?
I started doing all these things.
So, with her or with other people?
With her.
Also, you were like, I'm tired. How was the conversation like? Right now, you're coming back and saying, okay, we were kissing. Now, we were not kissing. We were not touching each other. How did you introduce the topic? Like,
no, I get, when you're a couple, you talk about these things. Man, we are children of God. We should not kiss. Blah 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 blah. But you get to discuss them. Like, what happens if we kiss? We just kiss. No, we'll just kiss. Kiss is not a sin. It's not a sin, man. We'll just only kiss. And we did the kissing, and one thing led to another, and
And then after that, you found yourself like doing the deeds. And then after that, now we go into marriage.
No, we got a baby. I got her pregnant.
Hey, it got to that. Yes. Oh my God, really? Oh, then how did? Now I want to know, because now you are a young pastor. Because I'm skipping. I'm sorry to skip. Let's rewind a bit. Let's go to where you were. When were you ordained as a pastor?
2019.
Still in college?
No, after my college life.
Oh, so now, okay, that means we're not fast tracking.
Yeah.
So now you have this baby. You are not a pastor.
I'm not a pastor. I'm just a brother.
You're just a brother in church.
Yeah.
Oh.
That fell short of the glory, Now you're starting living for yourself. You don't care about whoever says what. You don't care about.
We all go through that. Like, you don't judge me. Who are you?
Who are you?
You are also a sinner.
Yeah.
Look at your own things. I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you lived through that.
I lived through that.
Yes.
After we got a baby. Yeah.
How
the relationship failed.
It failed. Oh.
I met someone else.
What led to the failure of the relationship?
When a baby is introduced in a relationship, a lot of things are introduced.
I want us to go into that, because I saw a post last year, November, that said, why do all baby daddies leave after having a kid with why do baby daddies leave their baby mamas, especially the firstborn? Because when you look at people who are married, most of the ones who got in marriage with kids, they will tell you that the firstborn is not the man's child. So what makes men leave?
It's actually not men only, but also the women leave. But in
what
most
happens?
cases, because the lady lives with the kid, it is always as if the guy left.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, but one thing that I understand.
Actually, I faced it wrong. Let me say, what makes couples to separate after having a child?
This is the first baby, and we are introduced in this parenting thing that it's foreign. We are not even ready to be parents yet. And we are not only just parents, but we are also lovers at the same time. So we fail to balance between parenthood and being lovers at the same time. So that's something that makes us to separate after the firstborn or after the first kid.
So do you feel like you are dating a stranger, a complete stranger, or
yeah, you feel like you're dating a complete stranger. She has to be a mom now.
Oh my God.
She has to divide her time.
Yes.
Time for the baby,
yes,
and time for you as a partner. And as a partner, you feel like she's no longer giving you that time she used to give. Because right now she cannot just leave at home and come to you.
Yes.
There's someone that she has to look for.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Then after that, you separated with your baby mama.
Yeah, I separated with the baby mama and got in a new relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, with this other lady, and
still doing the things.
No, I got back to God.
Oh.
And now I said to the lady, we are not gonna do anything. You know, we're just gonna be in a relationship. You know, talk. You know, have fun, but without doing the deeds.
Okay.
You know, without
courtship.
Courtship like.
Okay.
But it failed also.
It failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it failed.
There's grace. God's grace is forever sufficient.
Yeah, it failed, and I got back to my baby mama.
I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Yeah. And when you got back, how were things like? Did she ask you why are you coming back now? What failed?
You know.
Did they like it
No, it was like. I got taken up, you know.
What did she say?
I got to my senses, and I understood that she's a mother now, and I'm a father, and again we exist as a couple also. So I understood that she's no longer gonna give me the time that I expected, and the relationship flew good. It was now good flow. Yeah, the flow of it was now nice, but also we did not do the dates. And
how was that? That's so interesting. Let's get into that, because right now you started by having sex with this person, you had a child, and after having a child, right now you coming back from the other relationship, and then now initial rules are introduced. The first rules that you had in the relationship initially are introduced, like we're not having sex. How was that?
You know, I got to tell her that, you know what, man, we are Christians. We have to live for God and all that. You know, she understood because she's also a believer.
She's strong in God.
Yeah, she's strong in God. And we lived for God. We got tired. You know, you go back to the deed and you pick yourself up and yeah.
Oh, okay. And then how was the relationship, like health-wise? You're not having sex, but then how is the relationship?
The relationship is very healthy, good, fun, romantic. You know, it's like, you know, a mini family now because we have a kid.
Oh yeah, like things are flowing. It's so nice. Like it's a family type of vibe.
Yeah, it's a family type of vibe. Yeah. As the relationship grew, I also grew spiritually.
Oh,
and I understood that I had to do right by her.
Yes.
You know, if I really love her, then I have to marry her.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, right now, like, let's get deeper into this. Like, what did the flesh say the second time when you came? Because you know this thing. I'm sorry, Pastor, but right now, like, I'm being all candid, right? We're getting, like, right now, like, I want to ask, because you guys were having the deeds, we were doing the deeds, like you were making love before and stuff, and now you're coming back like no sex. What was the flesh saying?
It's difficult. The flesh saying yay baba.
Yay baba.
Yay baba.
How long was the period before you said let me do right by her and pay lobola and stuff? How long did you all take that period where you were living in a courtship setting?
We took about I think 8 months.
After that, you're like, hey, the flesh, hey, I have to. We have to go in. The flesh is something else.
Oh my God. I said after that, it was a bumpy road.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, what teacher wow,
yes.
You do the deed,
yes.
You regret.
Because again, sorry to cut you off. Sorry. I want us to talk about, because right now someone will be saying we were not having sex and stuff, but then they introduce other things. Like they will just say we're not having sex, but we're having oral sex. We're not having sex, but we are pleasing each other. There's no penetration, because we don't go into the deepness of holiness and righteousness, because we think it's just having having sex, penetration. Where else it's deeper than that.
Yeah,
that's here, because you can still not penetrate a person, but in your mind you've had sex with this person and you've had your orals and everything, but you're like, oh no, as long as there's no penetration, so what's your take on that?
My take on that is that sex is sex.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it explicitly.
No, say it. This impactful conversations has to be that platform whereby we say things as they are.
Sex is sex. It's like killing someone. They say it's first very premeditated murder, but then you have killed someone.
Yes.
The fact does not change that you have killed someone.
Yes.
So sex is sex. Whether it's oral or you just touching each other just to satisfy each other's needs, it's still sex.
Yes.
It's the package actually.
Yes.
You cannot say, no, I ate this but I left. No.
I just ate a bit. I just ate a bit of this watermelon.
So sex is sex. Whether you do it orally or you just pleasing each other, I think it's sex. That's my take. If you're doing it orally, just penetrate each other. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you said let me do right by her. Yes.
Yeah.
Then you paid lobola.
Yeah, I paid lobola, and then we did a traditional wedding.
Oh yeah, I remember it, by the way. Like, because that time I think we're friends on Facebook, right?
We were
because friends. I saw it. It was a very beautiful one. Yeah, you guys did a celebration.
We did a celebration.
Yeah,
and we lived as a family. And as time goes, that's when now the calling got very serious. Oh, now the relationship with God took a whole turn. Like it got stronger now. Yeah. Now, I had these visions, countless visions. Every day I used to have had a vision. Wow. I would see me doing this. People would tell me, you have a calling, and I wouldn't mind them. Wow. But then when I started seeing it for myself, that's when I took it serious. Now you started seeing it for yourself. God started speaking to you directly, and not through people. Not through people. This guy has a calling, but he started speaking to you. Yeah, and by that time I was sorry to. By that time I was working for this construction company, and we were at the camp. That's when I started implementing services at the camp. Yes. Because every night I would have dreams, and every morning I would have a prophecy about someone else. Now it was that intense. Yes. I couldn't live without prophesying someone, and it irritated them that this guy now every day, you see. So you're in the prophetic. Yeah. You was, oh my God, that's how it started. Then I implemented the services every morning. We were only guys, because it was a construction company. Yes. We used to do this. And net houses. Yes. Then every day until I said, what, let me just do it, because even at work I couldn't focus anymore. When I'm seated like this, I would preach, to people. I preach to people every day. God. Whenever I open my mouth, I'll speak a verse, and people will be, hey, oh my God. Yeah, so then I decided that, let me accept this calling. Yes. Yeah. And that's where the calling of God got strong now. Yeah. So when were you ordained as a pastor? It was 2019 when I got to now pastor a church. Were you still working at that construction company? Yeah, I was still working, but the month that I started, pastoring the church, that's the month I resigned from work, because I couldn't cope at work. I couldn't cope, to tell the truth. When I was at work, I would do everything that, it was just a church setting. Actually, I was no longer working. I was just got there preaching, prophesying people, telling people that you need to repent every day, all day. It was starting to bore them. So then it was starting to bore me, because I did not belong anymore. Because you couldn't hold it. Like, this thing was an itch. Yeah, it was. You couldn't keep quiet. Yeah, like, you had to speak. You had to speak over people. Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it. And then after that, you pastored at church. Pastored at church. The very same year I got married, and that's the same year that now I started pastoring a church. And what happened in 2019? Because now you got married after that, like. Next, 2 months passed, then I started pastoring a church. So how was it? Because now you are newlyweds. And now you bring in a church in the midst. How was it? The leaders that I had made it easy. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, made it easy. They did not give me that, a lot of work.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually, and I had a pastor that I worked with. Yeah, so the work was pretty easy. And because the lady Lena believed in God, she did not complain a lot.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
So the transition was smooth. How was she as a mom fundisi? Did she find it smooth? Did she find it rocky? How was her role?
You know, she was never that, you know, involved.
Hands-on.
Too much involved.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't say it was smooth or rocky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now what I want to ask is that didn't you neglect her? Because now what pastors do most of the time is that they neglect their wives and take on this churchly role and take pastoring serious and neglect the wife at home. Now we have to have a real talk now.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting into your space.
When I first got to it, you know, I was still a newlywed.
Okay.
You know, and the relationship we were in what people call honeymoon stage.
Okay.
So I couldn't neglect her.
It was nice and rosy.
It was nice, you know, the relationship thing, you know, it was nice.
Okay.
So I couldn't neglect her.
Okay.
Because there was another pastor church. So sometimes if maybe I should neglect her, I would tell the other partner to say, man, you know what, you have to fill in for me. Because, you know, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, because I had to ask that, because many pastors' wives who have divorced, they always say that pastors neglect them so much and focus on the church. So now, first year 2019, it goes. 2020, we are in COVID now. What happens?
You know, it's still 2019.
Okay,
so
it's still 2019.
Yeah, let me take you through 2019. 2019 November, I got involved in a car accident.
Oh.
3 months after I got married, and 2 months, you know, 1 month after I started studying the church.
Oh my God. And guys, like I saw his pictures, like on social media, you shared about this accident, because on your Facebook page, whereby you even shared the pictures. Like, oh my God, like it was when I look at those pictures, I'm like, God really exists, because that can only be God.
Yeah, it can only be God.
Honestly, it can only be God.
I thought I wouldn't survive, Jimmy. I got, you know,
What happened? Can you just take me through that day?
That day, it's a bit painful. But we were doing charity work. We were from this family that we used to give, you know, food parcel every December. So it was November. We were preparing for December so that we might come and give them, you know, food parcel as usual. You know, so as we were traveling from Spaku to Mohlala, there was a certain church that invited us. It was celebrating their anniversary as a church.
Oh my God. So
after visiting that family, we were traveling there, and we got involved in that car accident. Around Spaku, actually, not far from home.
You hit a person?
Yeah, we hit a person, and then we hit a bus. After hitting the person, the driver lost control, and then we hit the bus.
God. Sure.
Yeah, so that was it.
Did the person make it?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
And surprisingly, so she was pregnant. She didn't lose the baby, and she also survived.
That can only be God.
Yeah, it can only be God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the accident happens.
Happens now. She has to nurse me because I'm hurt.
Yes,
you know, after being involved in the accident, I think I lost a lot of blood.
Yes.
Because, you know, I got injured on my head, you know. So I lost a lot of blood, and as time goes, I started having difficulty of remembering things. I started becoming forgetful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you had amnesia? But they didn't say it's amnesia. Let me not diagnose you and lie. Let me not lie on a public platform. Oh my God.
I started being forgetful and all that. So I was a bit of a problem now.
Yeah. And then how did you deal with that? What happened?
One day while I was at home with her, and I said to her, you know, you need to clean my ears, you know, those moments of couples.
Clean my ear.
Yeah, so while she was doing that, blood flew from my ears now. It was 2020, February.
What your Madi?
Yeah, Madiga Tsebe.
Blood just oozed out of your ear.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So when I went to the hospital, they told me that I had an infection from the car accident.
Oh my God.
Because I covered that, you know, sometimes we don't focus on things. We focus on visible wounds and all that. So yeah, and then I started attending, you know, for treatment and all that.
Yes.
And then that's where COVID came, and yeah, I couldn't go anymore there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then your memory?
My memory never got better, actually.
It never got better?
Yeah. It got better actually last year. It was last year. Yeah.
Last year is 2023?
Yes.
Oh my
That's when my
God.
memory got better, actually. Even right now, some of the things I'm still struggling to
remember.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So right now, you are forgetting things, and blood is oozing out of your ears, and you're going through changes that you yourself, you don't understand what's happening. So what's happening in your marriage during that time?
That's where my marriage took another turn that I did not understand from there.
Really?
Yeah. Because, you know, I started becoming this other person that I did not know myself, also because I was forgetful a lot of things.
Really?
Someone would say, I told you. I said, no, you didn't, because I don't remember someone telling me something. So, you see, yeah, that was the problem now.
So the problem was what? Like now in your marriage, the marriage is taking a turn. What's happening? What's actually happening?
We start having arguments a lot. Start arguing a lot.
About petty things or about big things?
About petty things and big things. Arguing actually become our daily bread. Every day we started arguing, and when my memory was better, that's when the relationship now was okay. And then yeah, but again, and it spiraled fights in my marriage. We started fighting a lot because of arguments, you know, disagreements between you. Hey, these things should be this way. No, these things should be this way. Blah 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 blah. And I was a pastor by then. The work overload, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what spirals down to now the marriage failing? Like what was?
We became two different characters. We got our second baby, and the baby got us closer together. But after the pregnancy, after the baby was born, 3 months after the baby was born, we started fighting again. And we fought. Now we fought like nobody's business. I became toxic towards her, and she became toxic towards me.
When you were fighting, what was causing the fights?
Anything actually.
Really?
You know, should say you can't go see your friends and say no, I'm coming back just now.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, she said, didn't I tell you not to go? I said, but I came back.
I'm here. What do you want?
Hey, you know, then you start arguing. Hey, you can't just no, but then you know, then when she said do not leave, I left. Because Ellen and I became a difficult person.
Yeah.
So when she said no, don't go there, you know, I just went. You know, and I said she's complaining a lot. Hey, blah 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 blah. Kanti, you know,
yes.
Yeah.
So now, you mentioned something that you were toxic towards her. So how were you toxic?
I was toxic.
Guys, I'm sorry about the flies. Like, we are outside and we are next to a kraal. So if you live next to a cow kraal, it's a kraal, ne?
Yeah.
If you live next to a kraal, you know what goes down. So I'm sorry about the flies. Yeah. You said you were toxic towards her. How were you toxic?
I started being rebellious in everything. Sorry. I started being rebellious. You know, whenever she told me not to do something, I did it. And I did it just to.
You wanted to prove a point, or you saw you were not valuing the relationship anymore, or the relationship was not serving you anymore?
I wanted to prove a point.
Okay.
To a point that now the relationship was no longer serving me.
Okay.
And it was no longer serving her.
Okay.
You know, because now every day it was a day of, you know, arguments.
Yeah.
I didn't do this. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did it. Just,
yeah.
You know, no, that's why I did it. You know, such things.
And now I want to ask you, now as you are quarreling, having arguments and stuff, your marriage is failing.
Yeah.
Is toxic.
Very toxic.
How are things on the pulpit? Because that's I just want you to show us the.
When I got in ministry, they taught me something that you know, something that we call emotional intelligence. That no matter how hurt you are, you don't bleed on the pulpit. You don't bleed on the pulpit. No matter the marriage, you know, was bumpy and all that. When you get to the pulpit, you have to pull yourself together. Remember that you what are you here to do? You know, you have to remember that I'm a pastor now.
Yeah.
I have to preach what is in the word, not my emotions, not my feelings.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it got difficult to a point that, you know, preaching needs focus.
Yes.
I couldn't focus anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's when I stepped down. Stepped down. I told my pastor that I cannot preach. You know, I need a week or 2 or a month just to, you know, agree. You would explain as if like it's nothing big.
Yeah.
And
you'd make up.
Yeah,
you make it light.
Yeah, like, you know, it's just that it's been a while. You have been preaching since. I need some rest. Everyone retreats and gets strength, you know, such things. So I told them that, you know, and while I was in those things, that's when I really got depressed. But I think everything started after the accident, actually.
Oh my God.
It really affected me a lot. You know, the forgetting part and all that. I couldn't cope. I was not myself anymore. You know, I couldn't relate with people the way I used to before. You understand? The trauma, you know, the fear that now I had, you know, just influenced everything. Then that's when everything became a mess.
You know, as I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you, you're such an amazing person, because right now, as I'm asking you questions about your marriage, it's like most of the things you're taking accountability. Like you're saying, I was toxic towards her, I was this, I was this towards her. But you can't tell me that you were there, but she was not there to you. So I want to know, like, how was the treatment towards you after the accident? Because everything like just went down after the accident. What made you to be, because if you are being toxic to someone, that means there was something. You can't tell me that when you're just toxic and she's just sitting there essaying and stuff. I know, like,
they say it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah,
it really does take 2 to tango. I think the part of me of forgetting and all that, you know, irritated her. I think as a person, she thought you know, she thought it was things that I did intentional. Maybe I would leave and forget to tell her that no, I'm with friends.
Yes.
You know, I'm with friends and we are at this and that. And then when I come back, she would say, where were you?
Okay.
Where were you? And then I'd say I was with friends, and she would say, no, you were not with friends. Maybe you were with girlfriends and all these other things. You know, such things. She started accusing me of seeing other girls and all these other things. So, yeah.
Were you seeing other girls? Because...
No, I was not seeing other girls, but it pushed me to.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So what pushed you?
For example, the marriage never served me. It no longer served me, sorry. Yeah. No longer served me. But we got to a point that we fought every day. I just needed someone just to talk to. You know, as the person that as a person, you know, no man is an island, by the way. And I felt like my friends don't understand what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And to the church, I had to not saying that they were wrong, but I had to show a strong character.
Oh yes.
You know, to my leaders, I had to show a strong character that no man did not do a mistake by placing me here as a pastor. I know that everything does not go well with me. I'm failing. I just wanted to show them that I'm not failing. You see? So yeah.
Oh wow, that's so interesting.
So then, yeah, I started seeing someone, we talking and all that. Yeah.
And then, how was the relationship, the one that you had outside your marriage?
It wasn't really an affair because it was just someone that now I talk to her a lot. No, we talked.
So you guys were not dating?
No, not really.
Not really. It's not no.
Yeah.
Not really. Like it's not. It's not a no. So it's either you're seeing this person
No,
or not.
people describe dating as something else. They say when you are giving someone an attention,
Yes.
that one who is not your partner, you are
Yes,
actually cheating.
you're actually cheating.
And you see, and that was what I was doing now.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh, that's why you're saying you started seeing someone outside because you were outside your marriage, confiding in someone who's not your wife. Oh, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now, did she find out that there's this person that you're leaning on?
I told her that, as we were fighting, every day she was telling, yeah, you're seeing other people. No, I'm not seeing anyone, blah, 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 blah. But one day while we were fighting, I told her that I'm with someone and we're talking, because then I started, hence I said I was toxic now.
Yeah.
So I think Lynn and I wanted to hurt her.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm seeing someone, I'm talking to someone, I'm confiding to someone. Then, yeah.
What led you to being toxic? Like, was it something spiritual, or were you in your right senses that, okay, I'm doing this? Because, as pastors, I don't want to say that we don't want to take accountability as human beings, but we are spirit beings at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And as children of God, like, we are challenged throughout and stuff. Were you in your right senses as you were doing these things, or right now looking at it right now, you're like, there, I was not in my right state of mind. Like something was just wrong. Something was just off,
actually. But I won't say much of spiritual things.
Okay.
But mental issues,
So mentally you were not okay. It was.
Yeah,
mentally. You were not fine.
Yeah, I was not fine actually. I had a lot of stress. Yeah, I had a lot of stress. The fights, the arguments, the work, the church work and everything. And now became a lot of stress.
Church work. Let's get into that. Like, when you say church work, what was happening at church that was making you stress so much?
No, just normal church things. Now they required me to do a lot of work on myself because things were not going accordingly at my family, my marriage wise, and they were not okay. So when it comes to a church is like a family.
Yes.
It's like a family. Now you have to take care of other people while there are certain things that, you have to take care also at home. Now, while you are not coping okay at home, now you have to work on yourself. Like, hence I spoke about emotional intelligence. Now, emotionally, you have to work on yourself. And the more you work on yourself and you have to work also again on the pulpit, it becomes a lot of work that it's stressing. That, today, how am I going to put a smile?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, today, how am I going to put a smile? And then there are people that comes to you and say, Fundis, we want counseling, I'm dealing with this. Already you have something, and then you have to cancel them, and you are their parent, sort of, and now you worry about them also. You know what? And then you pray for them. Yeah, it becomes better. You leave it in the hands of God, but still, it leaves something in your brain that why God, whenever my life is not going right, you got these people also they are not going. Then it becomes a lot of stress.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. And then what spirals down now to actually before we get to the actual divorce, now when you are in that state, like when does depression hit now? Like
depression, I could say it hit me while I was still in my marriage, but because there was someone who was there for me. I won't say we were fighting years, but just because you are sleeping next to someone, sometimes you say, let's fit, and you talk, you confine to it. It becomes better, because one thing that I've realized about confining outside to someone, it's a temporary thing.
I
don't want to lie, it's a temporary thing. When you are fighting currently now with your wife and you are exchanging words, then when you go to her and confine, it's okay. But with the entire matters of your life, it doesn't serve its purpose. You just confine here and talk here, and then you will still be stressed.
So meaning that relationship outside, right? It just it just serves its purpose when it comes to gossiping about your wife.
Yes.
And then it's like it's gossip. Like it says that she does this, she does this. But when it comes to other things that matter also, it becomes pointless because that person can't be the pillar for everything now. Now there's a void.
Yeah, now there's a void, and now I'm breaking down.
Now you're breaking down.
Now I'm breaking down. I cannot handle everything.
Yes.
Start doing things like fuck is fuck. Sorry to say that.
So when you're saying like fuck is fuck, you are what's happening during that time? Like what's happening?
You're just doing yourself, and you are not in your right state of mind. Like you're not really sober. Like you are not the person who is right for making decisions.
Well, you're living like the world now.
Not necessarily living like the world, but living like someone who's not married.
Oh.
You know, you live like you are a girlfriend and a boyfriend things.
Oh my god.
Like I can't listen to you. Like okay, it's fine. Like you do things. If maybe there's an argument, you no longer discuss things. If you have money, you no longer discuss it to your wife. You just use it.
Now you're just roommates.
Yeah, now it's like your roommates. Girlfriend and a boyfriend actually.
Yeah. That's worse because like I think that's being worse like the girlfriend and boyfriend because we with my man like I think we are closer than that. Like we discuss everything.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so,
really?
Yeah.
That was so bad.
It was bad. But I was still a good father to my kids. That's something that I did.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to touch on that. When this was happening, what's happening to the kids?
I was their father. Someone can be a good father, but a bad husband.
Ooh, you're reminding me of this other podcast that I just watched. The lady was like, the guy was a good father, but was never a good husband.
Yeah, that was me when everything went south. You know, and I couldn't cope actually, and she was there. Her presence made everything a bit bad because we divorced. Now we said, you know what, go your way, I'll go my way. Like just a normal breakup of marriage. And that's when depression hit me hard now. I felt like my world come to an end. I felt like I lost everything. I felt like it's pointless for me to be a pastor. Pointless for me to be Daniel. You know, everything became pointless.
Oh my god.
And when we tried to fix, because now I was like, we would fix it today. When I get home and think alone at night, you know, the monster depression make up you got fist you're better throughout your body. And then we don't just stress to the wrong person. See? Yeah, that was it. And then after trying to fix and everything, we finally divorced. Made a decision that, you know what, some younger.
Who initiated the divorce? Because I'm sure that was a very tough conversation to have.
She broke up with me, and she would do that because we would argue a lot.
So it was a regular thing.
It was a regular thing, but
whereby she always jumps you.
Yeah, like okay, it's fine. Go your way, I'll go my way. Then as a man, you know, you go and baby, you know, let's fix, you know.
Yeah.
And then we did that. And the last time she did that, I didn't go after her and say let's fix it. And then she came to me and said let's fix it. I said I'm tired.
Yeah.
So I actually initiated the divorce. I could say that.
Sure.
Because I said I'm tired. I'm tired.
And wasn't
now
tired?
I want out in this marriage. I don't want to fix anything.
Were you mentally tired? Were you physically tired?
I was mentally tired, emotionally tired, spiritually tired. Yeah. I couldn't pray anymore.
Really?
Now it got to the point that I couldn't pray anymore. Because even I told the church that, no, I need the time off to preach. So nothing compelled me to pray because I was always tired. Like, tired. Mentally, you feel like, I could just sleep and never wake up. That was the thing.
Then you're like, I'm tired. Let's break things off. How did she take it? Yeah, because you guys, it's like you are high school sweetheart in an actual sense.
Yes.
Oh my God. I think that was so sad.
Yeah, it was. It was sad. It still is sad.
No, actually, in this present moment, it is sad. Like honestly. So with now, let's take it down to your depression. You said that it became worse. As you were after the divorce, things spiral worse. Like, how did your depression flip now? Because it started in marriage, and now how has the depression being alone, sleeping alone, being by yourself now?
Now that's when I realized that it was pointless for me to leave.
Yeah.
Because when she left with my kids, so I couldn't see them.
Sure.
Because we were fighting. I didn't want to see her, she didn't want to see me.
Sure.
So I was just tired. Like, I'm tired. Why should I leave? And there were fights that spiral out of in my family, because when you're a depressed person, like, everyone sees you. You don't do anything. It's like you are lazy. Come on, you just sleep. Like, yeah, that was it. So it was pointless for me to leave. I was just tired, and family fights made things worse.
What caused the family fights?
There was this time I wanted money, and I went to my big sister and say, "Can you please borrow me money?" You see, so the big sis called my mother and say, "You are telling your kids to ask me for money. I'm not an ATM, blah 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 blah." When I called to ask her how, Kauri, my mom didn't send me to ask money from you. You see, and she said, you are a depressed, useless thing. I believe I once wrote it on my social media.
Yeah,
she called me.
I saw it. I was even going to go to that. Yes.
I was angry again. So when I was angry, calling her with that anger, how can you speak with my mom like that? Hey,
I didn't say you.
I understand. Yeah. I'm not an ATM, and the money that I wanted, I broke her, what do you call this? Her key locker, and then I bought her a new one. She said, "No, so I would refund you the money." So I wanted the money. I wanted to use the money.
Wait, so, Yama, who you broke a key locker?
Yes.
Whose key locker?
My sister's key locker.
Your same sister's key locker.
Yes, and she said to me, "I bought a new one."
Yeah.
And then I fixed it.
Yeah.
And then she said to me, "No,
yeah.
It was old and it was gonna just break."
Yes.
So, okay, I'll refund you. Okay,
yes.
That's fine. Good. I don't have money. You refund me again. So I waited for the refund, and she got paid. And I wanted to use the money. Called her. "Can I please have that money?" She said, "You want a refund?" That's when she started lashing out to my mom, and I lashed out on her. And then now she called me words. And when I lashed out on her, I didn't call her words. I said, "You can't tell mom, but you said you're gonna give me the money, but I can't know what's happening now." You see? And yeah. Then that's when she said to me, "Because you are depressed and you are useless, don't do that to us. Don't use your depression and your uselessness to us."
Oh my God. Can I please ask you, how many are you at home?
We are 4.
You are 4?
Yeah.
I didn't ask you this question. I was supposed to ask you initially. I'm so sorry, guys. So, you are 4.
3 girls. I'm just one boy.
Okay, so
the firstborn, it's a lady. It's my big sister, and the second one it's my big sister, and the third one, and then the last born is a lady. It's a girl.
It's a girl also. So during the divorce, also, like because you didn't mention them when you were moving from your grandmother to your mother, you didn't mention them. So where were they born?
My old sister was at school studying. After she studied, she got a job.
Okay. So when you were moving, she was at work?
Yes, she was at work.
Okay.
And this other one,
the
second born was with us in my granny's place.
Okay.
And she lived there. She didn't have a problem. They didn't treat her how they treated me.
Oh, she didn't move with you guys?
She didn't move with my mom. And even the last one didn't move with my mom. It was the 2 of us. and then later in the years they joined us, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, while the last one was now a bit old, and this one was now at a college, you know. Yeah.
How was your relationship, or how was when by that time when you're growing up? How was your relationship when they were bullying you? Where were your siblings during that time? Were they protecting you, or were they instigating the fuel?
Nah, they were not really instigating, they were not really protecting. They were just kids.
Okay, yeah.
I think they were just kids. They saw everything as if they just give them money,
Oh.
it was like that way. I
Yes.
understand. And just because Bonaba with the same treatment,
Yes.
it doesn't look as if they are treating you
Yes.
bad. Because
Yes.
to them they're treating them good. It doesn't make sense that to you they're treating you bad. They're just like you see those things.
And as you grew, how was your relationship with your sisters?
It was good.
It was
actually.
good.
It was good. Yeah.
So when you're going through depression, where were they?
The two were working. This other one she was at school. This other one, the last born, she was partially blind, so she was at the blind school. So
okay.
this one, the firstborn, lives at her own home. She's married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she lives with her kids there and her husband. Yeah. And this one, she's at work most of the time. So in most cases at home, I'm just me and my mom.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to. The reason why I'm asking is that I'm trying to understand why would she say such words like, you depressed.
Yeah, because by that time I didn't have any job. I was not working.
Okay.
You know, I was just there as a person. You know, when you get money, it's that money that you do from with slang language says okhereza.
Yeah.
You know, okhereza here and there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay. So was your relationship with her that bad that she just, when she lashed out and said those painful words?
No, since she lives at her own house, we don't have that close relationship that we can, you know, I talk, you know, exchange, hey, I'm going through this and that. Plus, she's the firstborn. We never had a chance to actually relate to that intimate level.
Yes.
We just relate as siblings, but not intimately so.
Yes.
Yeah. So she said those words. I don't know what got into her. And then when I went to her house to confront her, why do you do that? And she called her husband and said, I came to their house and to fight them and all that, and then they are going to open a case for me. And whereas I didn't do such things, maybe she just wanted her husband to just rebuke me, or hey, you know what, don't talk to my wife and stuff like that. You know, so when they told me about the case, I just felt like even my family is turning their back on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did they actually open a case against you? It was a.
She just said that. I don't know why she said that. Maybe out of work.
That she's going to open a case against you.
So when I had the thing of kids and all that, I thought, even my family, even my blood is turning the back on me. You know, I felt like I don't have anyone. And yeah. And as I told you, I felt like my friends don't understand. Like they don't understand. No one was there for me. I just felt as if there's no point for me to leave.
You know, when you were speaking about that, because when you face such challenges with family, the church becomes our backup, because the church, we have brothers and sisters that are there for us, the pastors, everyone. So when you're going through this, where were pastors, because you are a pastor, fellow pastors, brothers of the church?
I think my fellow pastors didn't think it was too, you know, that intense.
Were you acting strong when you saw them, or you were not vulnerable?
In most cases, I'm always the stronger one. In every relationship that I'm in, I'm always that guy with the back, you know, the strong one. So I think that gave them the impression that I will never become weak. Everyone, even my friends, I don't blame them for not being there for me, because in most cases I'm always the strong one. Even when we are going through the same situation, I would, you know, guys, come on, I would pick them up, carry them up, you know, and yeah,
you'd be that person, like you'd be
Yeah.
that anchor.
Yeah, I will be that anchor. So in most cases, even when we are going through things, they think he can stand because we saw him standing in this and this and this and this and this, you know.
And you're breaking down.
Yeah, and that's how I told them to treat me actually. I told them to treat me as a strong being, not as a vulnerable being. Because in most cases I will be strong.
So you taught them to treat you like that.
Like I'm a strong being.
Oh my god, you're one person who takes accountability so much. Oh my goodness. So right now, like, what leads to you saying, you know what, I'm tired, I just wanna end my life?
You know, I started developing something they call sleeping anxiety. I couldn't sleep anymore.
Oh my god.
I only slept for 2 hours a day.
Oh, Pastor
like
Daniel.
literally 2 hours a day.
Hi, Pastor Daniel.
Yeah, and everyone when I'm telling them this story, they think I'm joking. Like 2 hours a day. I knew that every day from 4 a.m. until 6 a.m. I would be asleep, like totally asleep. But then immediately when it say 4 past 6, 3 past 6, 5 past 6, 8 past 6, I would be awake. Then the entire night I would 10. I would press my phone, you know, be on Facebook, try to scroll, write poems, you know. And I used to write a lot when I was depressed.
Yes.
Write poems, but, you know, trying to, you know, express yourself through words and, you know, pen and paper. But still, it was not enough.
I would read your poems in the middle of the night when I was studying. I would log in and then I would see your post, because that time you're very vocal on social media. Like you shared your work, you shared, especially your writing. Guys, he's a brilliant writer. Like, I've never seen anyone who writes like Pastor Daniel. Oh my goodness, you're such a phenomenal writer. You're such, I've never, like, I'm not exaggerating, but like I've never seen such a writer. You're such a writer. Like, let me tell you others. Like, I'm sorry to go off, but then Pastor Daniel, he's friends with my boyfriend, right? And at this other time when he posted a status, I don't know if you remember, he posted a status and said, guys, please challenge me, just give me a word, and then I'll write about it. Like, I'll write a poem about it. And then he chose wealth. What did he do to wealth? Guys, like, I will never forget it. Like, it's still in my mind, even right now, like, wealth. Oh my goodness. I wish, it's just that, like, right now that phone broke. Like, it's no longer here. He has a new phone. Oh my god, like, guys,
Still remember.
You still remember?
Yeah, he challenged me about time and wealth.
Time and wealth, yes, time and wealth. Oh my goodness, and you killed it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So throughout that time, like, you are bleeding, but still giving people such good material.
You know, when you are right, actually, and when you're going through a lot, emotions actually become your greatest inspiration for me. When I'm sad, when I'm sad, I'll write, like, literally write the greatest poems. Like, because I'll be there, I'm alone, and I'll be there creating worlds in my mind, and I would translate them through pen and paper. Like, I'll create just their world in me, looking myself as a stronger being, emerging as a phoenix, or a depression survivor. Even though I was still in a depression, you know, I would see myself as this romantic lover, you know. I would write, like, when I'm hurt, you know, my emotions becomes my inspiration. So hence that time I would a lot, and I couldn't sleep. And throughout the night I would write. If I don't sleep, I would write, and if I don't write, I will just be there regretting everything. You know, why did life be so hard on me? You know, such things.
And after that, sleeping 2 hours, yes, you said you started sleeping 2 hours, having sleeping anxiety. And then after, what happened?
I couldn't sleep. Like, when I went to sleep, like, I would become scared, like literally scared. Then when I tried to fall asleep, I would, you know, jump as if like I'm scared.
Why? Where was it coming from?
I don't know. Like, I was afraid of sleeping actually.
So you're sleeping and then you just get scared.
Yeah, while you are, let's say it's 10 o'clock at night, and your body's tired.
Yes, you wanna sleep.
You wanna sleep.
Yes.
While you are falling asleep like this, then there comes a feeling of being scared. Like, sort of something just palagata in front of you and you are scared. Then while I'm trying to fall asleep, and I'll be scared and I'll wake up. Then 2 hours later, when I try to fall asleep again, the same thing would happen. The same thing would happen. The same thing would happen. You know.
Oh my God, I've never heard of such, like, a person getting scared. I know people having insomnia and stuff, but you getting scared and stuff.
Yeah, so I was afraid. Afraid of sleeping. Then 4 a.m. I would knock off. Whether I'm doing whatever, I don't want to sleep or something, I would just knock off. Then 6, I would wake up again. That scared mode. Then I would wake up. Then that's it.
Oh my God.
That was it. That was my life.
Sure.
Yeah. And that time, I didn't tell anyone. Like, I just told my family that, I can't sleep. It's just simple as that. I can't sleep.
And I feel that's what the devil does. When he wants to do something, he puts you in a corner so that you don't tell anyone about what's going on. He will just tell you, he just put you there and say, you'll be fine. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You're a strong being.
You're a strong being.
Yeah, when the devil wants to destroy you,
yes,
he becomes a great motivational speaker.
Yes.
You'd be there to you telling you that, you know what, you are a strong creature.
Yes.
You're gonna emerge strong. And while you are there trying to be strong, you are depleting even the least strength that you have.
Sure.
Because you are trying so much to act strong.
Sure.
And you are depleting the strength that you should be asking help. Range, guys, I can't stand anymore.
Yes.
I can call, I can't stand anymore. Help me. But then while you try to strength, you even deplete the strength to crawl. Now you'll be just there and the devil will just kick you.
Exactly. Sure. Because like in such moments, like that's when we are supposed to say, Pastor so and so, this thing is happening.
Yeah.
Every day at night I can't sleep. And then what leads to the suicide?
After that, and there was this time my wife came and she questioned me a lot of things. She told me a lot of things that, I can't remember even what she said that day. I don't know if she came to fix things with me or what, but it ended up in a fight of exchanging words, a loud fight.
So she just came that day, like she just went for, she just came to your house.
To my house. And I wanted to
chase her. You didn't even call her. She just showed up.
And I was this person that I didn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
So
you guys are separated by that time.
Like that time.
So
she said, man, go to your home. She said, I do not leave until we talk. You know how you ladies are. Man, let's talk things out. Hey, why did you do this? Hey, Jan. I believe that she was going through her time. A difficult time. So she wanted to talk to someone. Because maybe
it was clicking in that now, like it was trauma on her side that this thing is actually happening.
Yeah. And
we are actually separated.
And she had no friends, like the ones that she could could talk to.
Oh my God.
Every time she when she wanted to talk, she would come to me and talk. Babe, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'm currently experiencing this. So I believe in that time, it was just the nature of a thought that this person is the person that I talk to. Let me go and talk to him. And when she's still angry, she talks with that anger and all that. Then I'm still angry at her. I don't want to see her. And I was tired that day.
Yes.
I ended up chasing her, locking the house, and then she left. After leaving, I decided alone that, while we were exchanging everything, I broke my mom's kettle. It's a glass kettle, it broke. It was broken. Then I swept the glasses. While I was cleaning, the glasses.
Yes.
There's a way I can know forget this pain that he's going through.
Really?
Yeah. Then I took those glasses and I threw others in the toilet, and I took small pieces. Then I started crushing them. Crushed them. There was a mashed potato one, and I put them in my mashed potato. Fortunately, not me saying unfortunately, I closed the door from the main house. Then I went into my room, said I'm gonna eat this mashed potato, and then I took my tie, the one that I know that this one is a strong one. Bega lapa, just dulu. And then I'm gonna stool.
The mashed potato is still there.
The mashed potato is still there.
You haven't eaten it.
I haven't eaten it. Then from my door, there's this wardrobe, you know.
Sure.
So I took this bed, I put it like this. I locked the door. I put the bed like this. So
you moved the bed.
Yeah, I moved
to the wardrobe.
To the wardrobe and to the door.
Okay.
So that whoever tries to open this door cannot, because now the bed is going to be pushed to the wardrobe. The wardrobe is mounted to the wall, so it cannot move.
Yeah.
You see, so
the person can. Yeah. So the door can open.
Closed my curtains. Took a blanket also, put it there on the curtain so that it can be very dark.
So you wanted a dark room?
No, I just wanted a space where no one can see through. Can't you know? You know what? God is God.
God is God.
God is God.
Jesus.
I forget to close this window, my window.
No.
And then I put the mashed potato there, and then now I'm writing a suicidal note. You know. The suicidal letter. I didn't write anything about anyone. Just wrote about my kids.
What was it saying?
I said, take a good care of my kids and love them as I want. Yeah, and tell them that I love them. That was it.
That was it.
That was the suicidal letter. Didn't write the reason why I wanted to take my life or anything. Okay. While I was there, my leader. My pastor,
yes.
The one that I serve under,
yes.
came. He knocked on the door while I was busy finishing the letter.
So who's in the house? The main door, is it open?
It is open. I forgot to lock it. I thought I locked it. You know.
So your pastor knows your bedroom.
Knows my bedroom.
Yo.
Knows my bedroom.
God is good.
God is good. He just like, Daniel, and I was like,
yeah.
Damn, someone is in
God
the
house. God is good.
You know. Then like, hey, this one is gonna do me slow. I'm still gonna. Let me put it aside. The mashed potato and the glasses. Then quickly, get now on the tie, kicked the chair. While he was at the window, he came to my window and said, and he saw that I was there at the rope. He said, get off there, and I couldn't. Now, one thing that I realized about the boat is strong. Even if you want to kill yourself, your hands while they are suffocating, they will try to hold on to the tie. Like, even if you can't just say,
you have to fight first, eh?
Like, the body itself,
like,
it will fight for itself. So while the body was fighting itself, I just had the door, bah! You know, things on the movies.
Yeah.
Like, he broke the door in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Like, and he went and then he picked me up. While before I even lost my breath.
Sure.
And then he let me down. I was shaking, by the way, because I was just shaking the entire body, crying and shaking. You know, mucus was mucus. Like, I was just shaking, like non-stop. Didn't know what was happening. And he read the word. He read the letter and said, no one is going to do it for you. If you love your kids, go tell them that you love them.
Oh.
He took the letter and then he threw it in the toilet. I was there, he called everyone. The family came. I was there still shaking. And that day, surprisingly, even my mom left work early. My mom, she didn't call my mom.
Yeah.
My mom found us, I think, 10 minutes after.
Sure.
While I was still shaking, while he was still there shocked.
Sure.
He didn't say anything after that. He was there shocked.
Yeah.
And I was there thinking.
So when he called your family, who did he call? Like, who were the family members that
he called? My sister, the second born.
Okay, she was also there at your house?
No, she was not at your house. She was not. She was at work.
Work.
Yeah, she called her.
And your mom just came early that day?
My mom just came early that day.
It's that parent thing. I think they say there's that motherly instinct. Even when I'm sad, even when I was still living in Joburg, when I'm sad, my mom will always call me.
Yeah.
And I would ask her, like, how do you know? She's like, ubamzali, because I think it's that parent mother thing. Oh my God! Then she came there.
She came there, and then we had a family meeting. It was, and in my mind I thought, they're playing, man. I'm gonna try it actually.
Ooh.
Because I was tired of living actually.
So like these people are speaking to you, but in your mind, like you are muted. You're saying I'm going to do it again.
I don't hear any word.
Sure.
So yeah, and my room, they removed the door. It was like just yeah.
Wow. Thank God for the person who removed the door.
They removed the door and they got me these pills that made me sleep.
Sleeping pills because you were not sleeping.
It was not good sleeping pills, but they said they were anxiety pills. But then they're making you sleep. Like they're easing you the anxiety. You relax a bit, you feel like you're relaxed. Then you sleep. So since all the door was not there, it was removed. Every night I would like I would find my mom looking at me like, and then she would go to your bed and sleep. And then that was it.
So when I ask you, like, did they take you to the hospital, to a doctor?
No, they didn't actually. They didn't because I was strangled a bit, but I was okay. You know, strangled a bit, I was okay. Then my leader, my pastor, took me in, and then I started living with him. He said, "Just give me him." And I started living with him. Then each and every day it was a counseling day. Tell me, how many times have I told you that I'm here for you? Like the man is there for me. I don't want to lie. The man is there for me. Even in my depression state, it's just that, you know, when you are depressed, you think no one can understand my situation, you know. Then the guy lived with me. Can't do every day.
You lived in his house?
Yeah, I lived with him.
Wow.
Every day. Every day we'd sit down, talk. Every day. After talking, it would be prayer, intensive prayer.
Yeah.
I would say, I'm tired of praying. He'd say, we will pray. I don't know what to say to God or whatever that comes to mind.
Say it.
You know, I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope. I wanted to go home. He said, you know what? Now I'm proposing a fasting. You and I, we are going through a fast. Hey, it was difficult.
Yeah.
But it was that a fast. After that fast, I felt like a human being. Again, it was the first time me feeling like a person. Wow. Though I was still depressed and all that, but then I felt the sense of life.
Wow.
Like, at least I'm alive. So in the fasting, it was a difficult thing. If I talk about the entire fasting thing, it's gonna be a long thing.
What was happening? Like, just to highlight what was happening in the fasting.
Prayer.
What were you guys doing?
It was prayer every hour. You'd rest for an hour, pray another hour. Rest for this hour, pray another hour.
Was it a stay in type of vibe?
Yeah, stay in type of vibe.
Just you and him?
Yeah, just me and him and this other brother.
Ooh, the three of you?
Yeah, the three of us.
After an hour,
while you rest, you're reading the Bible.
Yes.
You are treating me like that.
You're reminding me of this other 3-day fasting we used to do at our church. Like, it used to be there. It's like 3 days in, you don't bath, you don't do anything. You stay there for 3 days just praying and reading the word and sharing the word and dealing with your problems, like, as a group.
I would stay, pray. Pray. I'll be there, pray for 5 minutes and not know what to say.
Yes.
And Pala, they're still praying. And then you're there, keep quiet for 10 minutes, then get in and pray again for another 5 minutes. And then keep quiet again, they're still praying, these guys. I'll pray again.
They don't stop.
Until then I started praying for a longer time, and then that's when I started spending time. After that, when I went home and I started going to this remote place where then I went there and just to cry to God.
By myself.
Now
it's a personal thing.
Now it was a personal. I felt the sense of life. Now I wanted to complain to God.
Now he's speaking now.
Yeah.
Man to man, let's speak God.
Let's speak. When I go, I cried, man. I don't want to lie. I cried like a baby.
To your father.
Mucus would flow from my nostrils and I'll cry. Like whenever I said, if I try to utter something, I just cry. Then after that prayer, I would go to him for counseling and all that, and counseling until I was a human being. Until I said, I'm never doing it again.
Oh my God.
I'm never trying to kill myself again.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it. And yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, it is so interesting how just one fight can just cause someone to say, you know what, I just want to end it all. And I'm so happy that it didn't happen the way you wanted to happen, because I don't think that she was going to be able to live with herself.
Yeah.
Imagine like going to someone's house and then you just start fighting with a person, and when you go out they kill themselves.
Aish.
That would have been such a trauma, a life lifetime trauma for her.
Actually, something like that, it is a selfish thing. I only thought for myself. Even if I said I was doing it for my kids and all that.
You were not.
It was a selfish move.
You were not.
Everyone was gonna say it is her.
Yes.
Everyone was gonna point fingers at her. She killed her man and all that and all that.
She stressed her out.
She stressed her out because I'm no longer there to reason for myself.
Yeah.
So it was a selfish move. And yeah, I really regret. And I don't condone it to anyone.
Please,
if maybe
guys,
you're watching this and you think of killing yourself, it's not a good
not worth it.
idea.
Oh, please seek help. There are people for you. Don't let the devil lie to you and say nobody cares. People care about you. Yeah.
So yeah, but one of the difficult things that I experienced after being a depression survivor, suicidal survivor, it's blending into the community. I was a fresh divorcee and someone who just survived from the rope.
Let's talk about that.
Okay,
please, let's talk about you being a fresh divorcee. Especially now, I want to go into a church aspect, like in the church stigma in the church.
You know, one thing that makes the church is the community.
Yes.
That's one thing that I know.
Yes.
So the news spread very fast in the community. Someone from Beggarsford called me that day, maybe after days, and said, Rudy, I had Beggarsford. I don't want to lie. Beggarsford called me. He did not know that it was me. He said, Mrud, I heard that there's someone who's trying to kill themselves more like man. I said, I don't know. I don't know. I heard things. So I was like, I don't know.
Hey, bo.
Just imagine.
Imagine. Such news like this spread faster. Faster than COVID.
And then I was afraid to go. Again, now I was okay, I wanted to go out, see people, just go to church,
just want to live.
Go to the shops and all that. And you would meet people who would laugh at you, like literally laugh at you because you tried to kill yourself. Like,
oh my God, really?
Yeah, really. That's one thing, it broke me after that. Though it didn't project me to the depression state, but it broke me to a point that it means society will never accept me.
So they laugh at you, like they'll meet you and then make it a laughing matter that you wanted to kill yourself.
And you'd see that people are laughing at you. They would look at you, point at you. Though you don't hear what their words are, but you'd see that they're talking about you and they're laughing. And there are those who would be like, shame. Wherever you go, it's like shame. And then when there was this woman, these credits that care, and it was tiring actually because everywhere you go, someone is in shame or they are laughing.
Like there's
they don't know that they are laughing because you are a divorcee or they are laughing because you just survived. It was difficult. And as you're saying that you want to talk about how does the church receive us? There's a stigma. There's a stigma around divorces. I don't want to lie. Sorry. People will not accept you for who you are, and I was part because I was a pastor. Everyone was. I don't know if they were touched but one thing, Lord, came to my mind. It's they're disappointed.
Disappointed by you wanting to kill yourself or the divorce?
I think both, because they think we as pastors we are somehow proved against issues and problems,
immune from all these things,
against mental issues and all that. You see, so it really damaged my self-esteem. Actually, I'm still trying to build it like the way I was confident. I was a very confident being, but now I'm no longer confident being.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I'm second guessing myself in most cases, in most things, because of how people receive you after everything that happened in your life. You'd be there and say, you'd look at them. Some they're no longer taking you serious. I don't blame them anyway. Some they are just will try to kill himself. He cannot tell us anything. And you are there trying to show someone and trying to teach someone something, and they're saying, he cannot tell us about relationships. He has a failed marriage.
Oh my God.
You know, something like that. It's a bit difficult, and they're judging you because we are keeping on preaching the fact that, you know, God hates divorce and all that.
Yeah.
That's something that we are preaching. God hates divorce, but people forget one thing. This is a message that I'm just want to give to everyone.
Please,
God hates divorce, but He does not hate divorces.
Thank you.
You know, it's
Thank
something in
you.
order we are misunderstanding.
Thank you.
Because while you are a divorcee,
Thank you.
people hate you instead of hating the divorce.
Exactly.
Instead of praying against the divorce, they are looking at you and they are judging you and saying, what kind of a Christian is he?
Sure.
You know, that's one of the difficult things. And now I had to stay a long period without preaching in church.
Really?
Yes.
Was it your choice, or was it the church saying, okay, because of everything that happened, can you please step down because you can't handle your you just divorced, you can't handle your household, so you can't handle the things of the church?
No, it was the thing already. You know what? My pastor did it in this way, that now we just want you to get yourself together. We acknowledge the fact that you were down. Now you just, you know, rose, but you don't have strength enough to run.
That's because you are divorced?
No, not because I'm divorced. Because of the situation that I went through. They said we organize a church as leaders. We are not saying because you are divorced you can't preach. No, we are saying get some strength. Because
who said you don't have strength?
Because emotionally you are not okay. You were not okay. Okay. One, being a pastor, especially when you're under someone, a leader. So let me put it in the sense of a leader. You have to be approved first that you can lead.
Okay.
You know, especially when they ordain you. Ordinations are for the fact that, you know, we are ordaining you because now we saw that you are fit to lead these people.
Yeah, you are fit to lead the church.
Yeah, to lead the church and that. Yeah. So, and to them they said, we are not saying you can no longer, but we are saying get strength, because we acknowledge that you were down. As I say, you were down, you just rose. But someone who just rose cannot just start by running. They start by walking this journey, and we see that emotionally, because by me failing and by me trying to kill myself, it showed to them that the task they gave me of being emotionally intelligent, I felt it. So they gave me assignments to do, and they gave me support in that thing, and then I took time to preach. Yeah, it was, I think, 5 months or 6 months. So
this was due to you attempting suicide, not because they put you down because you're divorced. So it was a collective of divorce and attempting. Okay. Now I understand.
Yeah,
I thought it was solely based on you separating with your wife.
No, it was not only based on that. It was based on the fact that I tried suicide and all that and all that and all that and all that.
Yeah.
And then they were there for me actually. And then I took time to preach. And, but as time goes on, I think my leaders did a good job by being there for me and making sure that the church receives me as a pastor and as a leader again.
Yes.
You know, they did not discredit me from being a leader.
Yeah.
In fact, they supported me. They say such things happened.
Yes.
We acknowledge that people can do mistakes.
Yes.
People can fall.
Yes.
But then after you fall, you rise, you walk, then you run, then you fly.
And now you're flying. And now you are flying.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys! Like you know, as you're speaking right now, I'm like, definitely you flying, because after everything, now you became now stronger in your element, of which was writing, radio, everything. I don't know about your football career. Also being a farmer, how does it come in there? Because you're also a farmer. In my introduction, I missed the fact that he is also a farmer. What don't you do? Like,
I actually try everything. I remember there was this youth exhibition.
Hey, wait. Did I just see you the other day making makuku?
Yeah, I bake,
Yes!
pink cakes.
There's nothing that he doesn't like, guys. When I tell you that he does everything, you guys think I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, we and my brothers, we once had a business where we used to bake
Yes.
pink cakes,
Yes.
makuku,
Yes.
And we used to sell, but because of challenges, not load shedding, what do we call this? COVID-19.
Yes.
Prices went up after everything, right? And then we stopped selling and all that.
Yes.
And when it comes to my farming things, the water supply died actually, where we used to fetch water from and to irrigate the crops. That source was damaged and died, but
they shall resurrect in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, so maybe this year we're gonna try something else.
You will, and it will definitely. It will definitely. This is your year.
Yeah, this is my year.
I'm telling you. And then you got the radio gig.
Yeah, I got the radio gig.
Amongst everything, you got a radio gig.
I got the radio gig at the end of the day. After picking myself up, I remember getting you know what, there's something that I once store in my archives, of which it was a dream of becoming a presenter one day, a radio presenter and a TV presenter.
TV presenter! You're going to close off this video. You're definitely going to. He is going to close off the show today.
I don't radio, impactful.
Impactful conversations with Malethabo Kosara.
Yeah. So after picking myself up, I started with videos, small clips.
Yeah, I used to see them. I used to love them.
Yeah, I used to do small clips.
Yeah.
Act as if I'm in the radio.
Yes.
Until I landed the role on a
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And may all your dreams come true.
Yeah,
in the name of Jesus.
Amen. And
in the name of Jesus, may you keep on being this person that you are. May you keep on soaring.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How's life treating you now?
Life is good. Life is great. I was telling my friend behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
I feel like I got everything that I wanted. Though I still have some things, but I woke up, especially today.
Yeah.
I woke up with the feeling that I got everything that I wanted.
Oh.
That feeling filled my heart and my soul, that I began to praise God and just thank Him, and everything. I feel like everything is well.
Jesus.
I feel like everything is well, and I believe everything is well.
Yes.
Life is treating me great. I don't even have time for other things. For example, coaching soccer. I no longer have time to go to sessions and coach because I'm hands-on at church.
Yes.
I'm a coordinator of youth services and youth. And I'm working at the radio, stuff like that.
You are busy, meaning that everything is just falling into place. Whereby, when you start thinking, when you start not having time for other things, that's when you see it.
Yeah.
Are you fulfilling your purpose? Are you working within your purpose? Do you feel like you are doing what God has called you to do on this earth? Right
yes. If you can remember. My stage name on radio, actually my radio's name, as I present, it's Voice of Hope.
Voice of Hope.
Yeah, Voice of Hope. I named myself Voice of Hope because of the purpose that God called me to do here on earth.
Yes.
I still remember when He told me that I'm here to revive hope to those who lost hope.
Yes.
And that's something that I feel like I'm doing right now.
Yes.
That's something that I feel like I'm doing right now. So to answer your question, saying I feel like I'm working in the purpose of God. Yes, I am, and I'm still gonna preach.
Yes.
And do great things.
Yes.
And one other thing, I'm preaching at schools every morning, assemblies and all that, praying for kids and all that. I'm doing that because I wanna walk in the purpose that God called me to do.
God bless you so much for that.
Yeah.
It's because I was so sad when I see that assemblies are dying. You get that in a school they have assembly once a week. We used to have assembly each and every day. So what you're doing, it's a ministry. It's a very important ministry. The devil is playing at church, at schools.
Yeah.
So God bless you so much.
Thank you.
I wish you can spend the entire night, but my producer is looking at me saying, time is up, time is up, time is up. I wish I can stay here and just have, but you are definitely going to be a regular on this because you are the one who believed in this vision before it even we took off. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to people that are around people that are suffering from depression? How should they treat those people? Please.
One thing that I can say is being kind.
Oh.
Being kind. And just being there for them.
You're gonna make me cry.
Means a lot. Like,
You're gonna make me
means
cry.
a lot. Like, a lot. Just be there for them. Love them. And again, one thing I'm gonna say, love divorcees.
Please,
Love
please,
divorcees.
guys, life is already hard for them. Don't make it more hard.
Thank you.
Please, love them.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Parting words. Is there anything in your heart that you want to release?
No, girl. Continue to subscribe.
Thank you. And where do they find you? Please, guys. Actually, I should have said this in the beginning so that they can just watch this video while going on your social media platforms.
My social media, I only have one social media account, which is Facebook.
Yes.
Which is Daniel Mohlala.
Yes.
In brackets, nickname it's Voice of Hope.
Yes.
That's where you find me. The TikTok gym.
And then radio, which station, what time slot, where?
The radio station that I'm working for, it's a Venek radio station.
Yes.
Yeah, Ketabantu community radio station.
Many know it, but
community radio station. 91.0 megahertz.
Yes.
Bona tshele wanna follow the the voice of a hope. Jwale le tshing na le khono le ke tlile mo go impactful conversations with Malethabo Skosana. Ke re bona ke ruma ka gore ke le rata jwela mpile le shaleng morago podcast ye modimo ke eo.
That's how we close it. We are done. And that's a wrap. Close mic down. Thank you so much.